Shit talk, Mister. Hey, yo, it's me, your boy AG the Dad. We're here with another episode of Shit Talking Sundays Fitness Tip of the Week. We're gonna have Vince the Beast here with us with Fitness Major, and he's gonna give us a few tips on how to stay healthy. So, without further ado, let me introduce you to Vince the Beast with Fitness Major. What's up, Fitness Major Vince the Beast?
What's up, AG? How you doing, Dad?
Man,
Happy holiday.
oh man, always. Thanksgiving was great. I ate well. I fellowshipped with other like-minded individuals. Uh, you know, I probably did everything that you probably are against when it came to eating bad and a lot. And so now it's time to burn some of those calories and see what we can do. And that's why you're here. Bless
Absolutely.
us.
Well,
Bless us.
absolutely. Well, you gotta have time to enjoy yourself. This time of year, it is all about fellowship with family and loved ones, and coming together. And part of that coming together is putting a lot of excess food on the plates and going in for leftovers, seconds, sometimes thirds.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it's a part of life and it's a part of enjoying time with family. So, it's always an understanding, when it comes to having that times. I mean, I have, kids and family, so we gather and everything as well.
Right.
But there are some things that we can do and we want to be aware of, and that's why this show is so important today.
Right. So, what are we going to talk about, man? I mean, I know you wanted to give us some. Let's get three tips today. Let's see if we can get three good, solid jewels, some good tips. Because I know, like your slogan says, it's right there underneath us. He he's a certified trainer,
Hmm.
and change begins
With
with
you.
YOU. So,
Right.
let's give us a tip, man. Give me the juice. Give me the juice.
All right. So, there's this time of year, like I said, because of all the things that are going on, family and gatherings, people do tend to fall back on whatever their goals are you just going to the gym or whatever activity level is. And especially, we're still in the, have pandemic going on. A lot of people are still sheltering in place, staying at home, and a lot of people are still working from home. So you add that into the equation of inactivity and eating in excess and tryptophan kicking in, so you just want to lay around or sleep in. They said before the pandemic time, the average person would gain about 10 to 12 pounds in these next
Mm-hmm.
couple months.
Right.
And like I said, there's nothing wrong with enjoying yourself. I mean, unless you have like some heavy aspirations like bodybuilding, or you have something that requires you to be at a certain weight limit, a competition, or even a career path. It's
Right.
okay to do that, but same time, you don't want to just fall back and completely quit on all your activities. And that's what I want to talk about. There's three things I want to hit on, and they're all important. They all have roles.
Okay.
One of them I just mentioned, activity. You still want to be active, irregardless of families here, irregardless of you're cooking or you're traveling. You still want to be active. And active is a real easy solution. You don't need to do anything but just have the wherewithal and application to go out there and do something.
Right.
It can be going for walks around your block or around your neighborhood, or going to the local park, just walking laps around the track if they have one, or wherever they have a little circle. It can be simple things like, just making sure that, instead of just parking as close to the front entrance line to go in there, go to the store to get some extra food or to get some restocking, park in the back of the parking lot. That could be as little as if you are going to work, or if you go somewhere where there's stories, instead of
Hey.
taking an elevator,
Yeah.
take the
That
stairs.
that's definitely a way for people to when you got the little Fitbit, they
Hmm.
that's definitely a way to gain a bunch of steps on your Fitbit. And let me tell you
Absolutely.
also, it's funny that you bring up the stepping thing, right? So Michelle that came on to Shit Talking Sundays, the morning coffee with us,
Mm-hmm.
she is getting ready to do a Fitbit challenge thing that maybe I can hook y'all two up with, and maybe y'all can work something out, because she's got a building and everything. There's going to be some people out there that could take advantage of it, because I want to see. We're gonna Shit Talking Sundays is going to turn it into some type of challenge. So maybe you
Okay.
guys, because she's also a fitness trainer that wants to, network. She's just not as um, cemented in as you are, from what I can tell. I think I could be wrong. We still have a fresh relationship, a business relationship that we have gotten to, hopefully blossom into something greater. But she seems to know her shit. No
Okay.
pun intended. Because every day is Shit Talking Sundays. And
Every day.
every day. But go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off, man. My bad.
Oh
My
yeah, no
bad.
problem. Yeah, I'm always open to shooting the shit with other like-minded individuals and professionals. So definitely, we can make
Mhm.
that connection. So that's activity. Being active. That's basically what it means. Being active, doing the more activities, doing things. And again, that of course, that's not going to make you be the fittest person in the room. That's not going to get you ready for a 5K. But it's little things like that that does make a difference. Like you said, calculating more steps, or just getting your heart rate elevated a little longer, a little more. Little things is going to
Mhm.
help you just to keep you active, just to keep the motor going.
Right,
Because you
right,
don't
right,
want
right.
to fall back. We get to the spring and summertime, and people, they might have pushed hard and achieved their goals. We're all talking about January and what we're gonna do with January 2nd. We're gonna be in the gym looking like I saw an image years ago. It looked like a battle royale in the gym. Tons of people just
Man,
piling in. You don't have to
man.
wait. You don't have to wait that long. You can start today, because, like I say, change begins with you. But it starts now. It doesn't start um, whenever you feel like it. You want to get it going as soon as possible, because the life doesn't stop, and
Right,
things continue. Diseases don't take breaks. Colds, flus don't take breaks.
right,
Injuries
right,
don't take time off. Setbacks don't take time off. They happen when they want to happen. It's not
right.
certain seasons or times of year when that happens. So you want to just keep active just for those things, so that when you do want to escalate and progress to another level, you're not just completely overwhelmed or completely out of shape and risk. That's how you risk an injury, or having a setback. Not just physical, but your lungs, your oxygen level, your capacity to build up and have stamina. There's people that pass out working out. There's people that faint.
Right.
There's people that have issues of getting their oxygen levels. I mean, that's just, even if that's not even including if you are asthmatic, or if you have any other setbacks, or if you're obese or have diabetes. Those things all factor into your oxygen and your recovery level. So you don't
Right.
want to just, not just injury. Don't want to be set back from ability to even have enough stamina just to do the simple things you might have been doing a couple months back.
I think that just comes down to people becoming complacent. You know, um, Kind of like going back to every the battle royale that you was talking about in the gym. Yeah, man. Every year, January 1st, everybody got that New Year's resolution to get in
Mhm.
shape and lose weight and all that kind of stuff. My my thought and my suggestion to you is, why does everything have to start when people say a calendar date starts? Why not start your day? Your life begins the day you take charge of it. So why not it be today?
Absolutely.
When you wake up tomorrow, why don't you just go to the gym? It doesn't have to be January 1st, because you're going to be just as unhealthy then as you are now, maybe even more. But the sooner you start, the sooner you become healthy.
Mm-hmm.
So change begins with you. But if you're not willing to go out there and do it, I mean, man, every day, people are going out and saying, today I'm going to start, and you're going to wait until you have a health condition or an emergency that happens, that when your doctor tells you, um, you better get in the gym and exercise or you're going to die. Then you take it serious. Why wait till then? Do it now.
Yeah, don't wait for your body or your doctor to start talking shit to you. Get out
Yeah.
there and take care of your business
People ain't getting it.
immediately. Immediately. You know, there's no reason to put it off. I don't. That's one thing. I don't set resolutions. I don't believe in them because of mainly that reason alone. Because you start this date of January, I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
exercise or I'm going to get in shape. You know, and at least 3/4 of those people come April, they're not even working out anymore. They're not even in the gym. So,
Right.
which brings me to exercise. You know, exercise is, yeah, it doesn't mean the gym itself, but we're going to just say the gym for this purpose. So, exercise, you know, doing a regimen is your other second one I was going to talk about. You know, which is great. You know, you're getting in there. You know, you're getting in shape, or you're trying to work out. You're trying to just to get past the holiday season woes or the holiday season lbs, and you're just trying to get back and get started back and get to the motion. And so you go in the gym now. You got your membership. You're feeling good, or you bought a new, or you got a bike for Christmas, or you got a Bowflex for Christmas, or a spin bike, or a treadmill, or whatever. And so now you're exercising. You're in the mode. You're
Right.
exercising. You're
Right.
trying to
Right.
get into shape. You're trying to get back on track. It's just great, and it's important, obviously, because for all the things we just forementioned. Um, you know, so that's a step above actually, you know, activity, because now you're coming and you're setting and you're doing a set routine of something,
Right.
um, and you're pushing yourself harder than this activities. Activities be brisk walk, but
Right.
now you know you're lifting weights, or you're doing a spin class, or you're doing yoga, or you're doing Zumba, whatever you're doing. You're exercising now,
Right.
and of course we all know, and the benefits, of course, would be the, you know, you start to lose weight, you start to get stronger, you start to get more flexibility, start to increase your oxygen levels. That's
Right.
exercise, and
Right. Right.
they basically just sum that piece up.
Man, you know, for me, I just like the fact, once you get into the routine of exercise, I just like the way it feels. When you're initially when you're first starting out, you get sore. I don't necessarily like that. But once your body gets used to it, the sore feeling you get is a little bit different. It's more of a, man, I feel like I'm achieving something.
Hmm.
This sore is like, oh. And then when you feel yourself, you're like, oh man, I can feel like, oh, I'm getting more solid. I feel healthier. And then, when you take, because everybody does those selfie things. When you do selfies and you look back at it, you're like, wow, you're set back a little bit more like this. Your belly is a little bit more flatter because you've done a few more steps, or you've ran a little bit more. So for me, I'm like, hey man, shoot. The only reason why I'm not in the gym right now is because of my concussion that I had. But we'll get
Yeah,
into that because I want to talk to you about concussions, and we're gonna do that on another episode. That I want to do strictly on concussions, but we're gonna talk about that one because that's gonna be a great one.
yeah, definitely. We could. I mean, there's, yeah, concussions is definitely another injury or a setback, of course. So we could definitely get
Right,
into
right,
like setbacks and what to do
right,
when you are in a setback, and how to make a comeback from a setback. So
right,
definitely
right,
something we can hit on as well. So yeah, you know, we talked about exercise, you know, the difference between that and activity, you know, in a sum. But and then there's, you know, what is called training. Now, training is, you really, like, you have a purpose. You have, the difference between exercise and training is you're exercising with a set goal, with a set purpose, usually with some type of an end goal in mind. So
okay,
say you're starting January, and you're training for a half marathon or a marathon that's in April.
right,
So you have a set goal, and you
hmm,
have an end date to that goal. So now there's purpose behind your exercise. Of course, when
right.
you're exercising, yeah, there's the purpose of, like I said, losing weight, or getting in shape, or
Your
getting
why,
stronger, or
yeah,
getting more muscles. But it's
right,
not something that you have to set, or a more restrictive regimen and routine, and you don't have an outcome accomplishment that is at stake there at the end of it.
Right, right,
Like a
right, right,
bodybuilding
right.
competition, you're training for 12 to 16 weeks to be on stage, basically half naked, mostly naked, not even half naked. So you're training for this to show off the best physique you can present. Like I said, 5K. Obviously, you're trying, and there's different goals. I mean, some people are training just to be able to complete one. They're training to run at least half of one, or to run the whole one,
Right,
or
right,
you're
right.
training. Or even it could be training could be for a wedding. Springtime. It's wedding season. If people want to get married, so you're training to get in that wedding, or you're training to go on vacation. Are you training for a photo shoot, or so it basically it's purpose behind that exercise. So typically when that comes, you are a lot more restrictive. You're watching your nutrition a little more. A lot of people are at that time they want to hire a trainer, somebody that can help them to focus on whatever their specific needs are for that specific goal.
Right.
uh, you're trying. I always say the four pillars. You want to get that activity, you want to get that rest, you want to get that rest so you can recover, and then of course you want to get reduce your stress level. So you're trying to put yourself in a mindset to keep you going the next day. Because like you said, you get sore, you get fatigued. Of course, we're not robotic. We're organic people. So there's days you're not feeling your best. So you're not going to be at your strongest. Where you don't might not want to go to the gym. You might not want to train as hard. But when you have that goal, there's really no time to take off.
Right.
You have to have your mental capacity there. You have to be mentally ready and prepared go forward into doing whatever that outcome is coming for. It's like I
Mm-hmm.
can't fall back. Or if you're exercising, you're just doing it. You don't have a goal or a deadline. Yeah, you might do that. I still don't encourage it, but
Right.
it's not going to affect your outcome goal if you take that extra time off. If you skip a day, or if you do less of a workout on that day, as opposed um, to going to do your full thing.
Well, they always say it's consistency. If you go 3 days a week every week, and one week you just go two, it's not going to mess you up as long as you still do three the next week and you keep keeping with the routine. It's the you do three this week and 2 weeks you don't do anything, and then you go back for one day the third week, and then you don't go back for 4 or 5 weeks, and then you come back and you try to do 3 days that week, and then if you have no consistency, you can't expect results. I learned that the hard way, and I mean, I was on a real mission. You had to have I found my why. My why was I was tired of being skinny. I mean, I'm still skinny, don't get it wrong, but I mean, I was 115, 120 pounds skinny, and now I'm 160, 165 pounds skinny, So I'm trying to get to that point where, I think I'm close. I give myself about 5 more pounds and some more consistency in my workout routines because, like I said, the concussion, I wasn't able to do it, so I could feel the I don't know how you would put it. Is it how right now you work out constantly, so when you go like this, you can feel the 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 solid. Right now,
You can feel you can
I
feel
can feel the
your
solid.
mass.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I could feel the mass before. Now I'm feeling the mass being not as solid. It's still there from for a little bit I have, but I could feel that when I touch it, I was like, oh yeah, it's a little bit more mushy. It's getting there. It's going away. So yeah, I'm going to be back in. Matter of fact, starting Monday, since this is what January 1st. Monday, I'm a
December.
yeah, December. That's right, December 1st. I'm going to be getting on the bike for probably 30 days to the end of the year as my
Okay.
concussion recovery, and then I'm going to starting January 1st. start working out again. And in this case, because I know it kind of sounds contradictual from when I just said that why put off tomorrow and do it tomorrow when you can do it today. It's because I'm recovering from a concussion, so I want to build my cardio up. So I'm not trying to stop exercising. I'm gonna be consistent about it. Matter of fact, I challenge everybody out there to go 5 days a week for at least an hour every day. Find time to exercise for at least an hour a day, 5 days a week. You don't have to, 3 days a week if you can. But I'm going to go ride this little bike at the gym probably an hour every day, Monday through Friday, for the rest of this year, starting on Monday. So at least that's my plan. We gonna see. Like I said, I challenge everybody. Please, uh, you know, man, tap in. Let me know. Email me. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know how you did. Um, you know, Vince, you've given us a lot of information, but the one thing you haven't given us is a way to contact you, bro. Give them the 411 so if they have a 911, they know who to reach out to. Here's the
Awesome. Yeah.
jewels.
And you actually hit on a couple things that I talk about in the very beginning before we even have a set down to plan our routines is talking about the consistency. And so before the end of this year, there's one show, another thing you mentioned, I want to do a show speaking about getting your whys together,
Right, right,
understanding your whys, and also setting realistic goals.
right,
Because like you said, the consistency, I always say commit to be consistent and progressive.
right, right,
And
right, right,
progressive. I
right.
used to say consistent. A lot of people talk about being consistent, but you got to be progressive too.
Mm-hmm.
And in that show, I'm going to tease this one. We can talk
Mm-hmm.
about that during the show. What I mean by being progressive, because and if anybody that's been going to the gym has seen a person that's consistent, and they might have
Right,
seen a person that's consistent and progressive, but there
right,
is a big difference between the two. But for this sake, yeah, definitely being consistent is important. And I have it on my website, teamfitnessmajor.com. I have
okay,
you do a quick survey, and one of those questions asks you how many times have you exercised in the last month.
right,
And I asked that for that specific reason. I want to see how consistent you've been in that time frame. And of course, I need I need everybody to be honest, because you have to be honest with yourself.
right,
And then if you're asking someone for help, it's called personal trainer for a reason, because it's personal. So
right. I mean,
I need to know what you're doing, what you've been doing,
right,
so
right,
that way
right,
I don't come out here and have you doing jump squats, or have you doing explosive leg presses,
right,
and
right,
you say, "Oh, I've been in the gym, 16 times in the last month." Okay, so
right.
you're ready then,
Yeah, you're in shape. You can go in
as
there and get
opposed
hurt,
to realistically, I've only been there 6.
if that.
That's a big difference. That's huge.
Oh, man, yeah. I mean, you know what? It's so funny because I remember when I was in the gym, I had been working out for probably, I don't know, 9 months straight, with probably very little breaks in between. And I remember running into a couple people that I haven't seen in a while. I was like, come on, come work out with me. And all of them were surprised to see how strong I really was. And I actually shocked myself because a lot of these people were so much stronger than me back in high school. And for me to be able to even keep up, I was like, oh man, I feel good. And, you know, uh, I'm not going to say his name. There was a guy that I ran into at a birthday party. And at this birthday party, um, in the park, I said, hey man, I ain't seen you in a long time. Hey, what's up, man? He goes, damn, you got big. And I was like, I don't see it. What are you talking about? He goes, man, quit it. And I was like, what are you talking about? He goes, bro. And then I was like, yeah, man. So I'm not 120 pounds no more. He goes, nah, bro. You know, that gym, that hey, muscle weight is different. You can't tell from where I'm standing right now, but when I was really in the gym, I've been out of the gym for a couple of months, and man, it's amazing how much work you put in and how quick it goes away.
Yeah.
You know, that's why they truly say, if you want to be healthy, it's a lifestyle. You have to have a healthy lifestyle, and you retain all the healthy gains and everything else. If you don't live a healthy lifestyle, all the gains you're doing are for nothing. You might look, you're either all in or all out. This might sound crazy, but this is the best way I can make it make sense to everybody out there, at least from my perspective. And correct me if I'm wrong, Vince, but the way I look at it is, it's kind of like, and I probably shouldn't use this metaphor, but if you wanted to be a porn star, you can't, you have to either, you are a porn star or you're not. Because once you get on screen and you start doing pornography, you're in the industry. So you have to make a choice. And once you get in, there is no getting out. So what I'm suggesting is that if you're going to be involved in wanting to make a change in your lifestyle and live a healthy life, then go all in. I'm not saying you have to work out 7 days a week, but my doctor says a good healthy routine is 3 days a week. If you work out 3 days a week, you should, what do they say on Star Trek? Live long and prosper.
Absolutely. So, I mean, and those are great points. Because you don't want to yo-yo. I mean, we've seen celebrities and we've seen people on that we know that have done the yo-yo,
Mm-hmm.
and exactly that, like you said, they work out hard for like 3 or 4 or 5 months, and then they take off for like 3 months, and then they work hard for like 5 or 6 months, then they take off 4 or 5 months, and then their body just yo-yos up and down because they haven't. There's no consistency,
Right, right, right.
and it truly is a lifestyle. Doesn't mean that it's perfect. Doesn't mean it's on cue. Doesn't mean you're 100%. Doesn't mean
Mm-hmm.
you're perfect. There's no such thing as that.
Right.
You know, there's nothing. There's nothing that you can do that's perfect. There's nothing. Exercise and included. You're not going to be perfect every work. Like I said, there's days that you don't want to go. There's days I don't want to go.
Right, right.
Anybody's being honest with you. Any bodybuilder, any athlete, any trainer, anybody that has done this and been
Mm-hmm.
consistent and made this a lifestyle. There's days you don't want to go. There's days you don't want to roll out of bed and get up and go. There's days you don't want to do. I mean, like for me, like I always make it a routine at least to go do cardio on Thanksgiving
Well,
because I know I'm about to. I know I'm about. I mean, I don't eat crazy,
right,
but I know I'm going to eat a lot and I know I'm going to relax. I just try to make it a habit
right,
to
right, right,
go and just do 20, 30 minutes of cardio
right,
on
right,
Thanksgiving.
right,
So I
right,
say
right.
this to say that, yeah, those days that you don't feel like going, I just say, just get there. Just go. Just even if you go and do 10 minutes, or even if you just bust something down in your living room or in your garage or outside in backyard for 10 minutes, even if you just do that and you're like, okay, one or two things going to happen. You might be like, okay, I busted 10 minutes out. I'm still not feeling it. I'm done. That's still
Right.
10 minutes more than what you was going to do.
Right. I know that when I go to the gym, when I was serious, I went 5 days a week. And there was 2 days that I hated doing. And I give you two guesses what it was. Do you know?
I don't.
Leg day, man. I know that's your favorite time, but for me and most people out there, they skip leg day. And you know what? I did not understand how important leg day was until I started doing it. And I started making it a regular routine. And then I saw, because if all you do is your upper body, you plateau and you don't really get any bigger because your body just naturally is like, look, you're too big on the top. Your body, your lower body isn't supporting it properly, so you don't grow as fast. You're still growing, so let me not say you won't grow, but you just it starts getting harder. So this, as soon as you start adding some lower body workouts, I noticed that my bench and everything started increasing because my lower body started gaining some weight, and my weight was better distributed. Because when I was 165 before, it was mostly upper body because I really didn't work out on my lower. So they were like, look, if you build it up better this way, you'll be more proportionate with enough with your weight up top and on the bottom. And I noticed that it went from um, my upper body and my stomach, and the weight from my stomach started going down to my legs. Even though I still got a gut, it's just not as bad as it was way, a year ago. By no means. So,
The legs are the biggest muscles in your body, so and
mm,
that's where your testosterone is mostly aligned. So in doing legs, that's how you build more strength and overall. So yeah, that's the difference. That's why it is important to do legs.
hey,
But
if anybody out there didn't catch what he just said, for all you guys that are probably, I would say 45 ish and up, if you don't get in that gym and work the legs, at least two of them, the third one is going to stop working just like the other two. So trust me, if you want to keep that testosterone boosted, then you need to listen to what that man is saying, Vince the Beast, because I'm telling you. And there's one other thing that I'm gonna drop on you, but you know what? I'm not gonna do it until the morning coffee. So on Sunday, if you want to know the hint or the secret to what happens to men when they turn start getting up there in age, when things go like when your life goes like this but everything else goes like this. So I got a jewel that I learned at the doctor's office that they don't want you to know about. I'm telling you, stay. You got to come to my morning coffee, and I'm gonna let you know the jewel for that. So, just letting you know. Didn't mean to cut you off, Vince, but I had to let the older people know that, you know
got to get
what,
that nugget.
hey man, because if you want to keep that testosterone level high, you know, squats, squats.
Well, there's definitely it increases your stamina and releases your more endorphins. Like I said, it is legs are the biggest muscles in your body. So,
Right,
but
right,
definitely being consistent. Like I said, even if you just did 10 minutes and that's it, that's 10 minutes more you get. But most of the time, what people tend to do, and when they do the 10 minutes, you get that new fire. So you do longer than 10 minutes. Might do
right,
20 minutes or 30 minutes or 25 minutes.
right, right, right,
But as you constantly do that, it also it breaks that negative mindset habit. It breaks that habit of I'm tired. I'm just not gonna go. I don't feel like it, so I'm just not gonna go.
right,
It
right,
gets you in the habit of going, because then you're gonna start saying, "Well, hell, I done drove 15 minutes to get here. I'm gonna do more than these 10 minutes.
right. I mean,
So I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna do more." And then you do more, and then those are the days that count the most. It's not the days that you go when you have a lot of energy and you're feeling your best. It's the days that you don't have it in you, or you're not feeling your best, that you and you go and you accomplish that. Those are the days you look back on and make the difference.
oh man, I don't know who you're telling, because boy, there has been many a day that I definitely don't want to be in the gym, and when I finish on those days, I feel the most satisfied because I feel like, man, I pushed through the times when I really hated it. And those days, I'm telling you, they were leg day for a long time because I hate doing legs. I still hate doing legs, but I don't hate them as bad as I used to. I used to never. And when I say never, 5 days a week, I was working upper body. Legs never got it. Never, never, never. And I learned after 6 months, and I was looking in the mirror one day. I was like, "Dang, proportion is not looking right." So maybe it was a blessing in disguise that that the Most High had taken one of my teeth, so I couldn't really eat right. So I lost a little bit of weight, and then now I'm building it back up, trying to make it more proportionate.
Yeah,
So
I mean, like I said, legs are, they're definitely a regimen, and you need those. I mean, you just need balance.
right,
That's what it's all about. It's about creating that balance and
right,
building up.
right.
So fellas are usually the ones that don't want to do the leg. Women love to do legs generally, you
Oh
know,
man,
because the booty button thighs. They've made infomercials and multiple DVDs based on
man,
that.
I'm not even gonna lie. I would say that, fellas, look, another reason to go to the gym is definitely to work out. The environment, the ambiance is lovely sometimes. And for me, I like to see success. So when I see some people that are in the gym who I saw a year ago, and then I see them a year later because I had, we had different schedules and we ain't seen each other in a while because I've switched from mornings to nights, nights to mornings to afternoons. I've been all over the place on time schedule. So when I come in and I see somebody after a long time, I'm like, whoa, okay. So, and I'll give anybody, uh, hey,
Props.
props. Good. Hey, you looking good.
Hmm.
Guy or girl, no homo stuff. I'm just, hey, I think that's healthy for us to keep you motivated in the lifestyle that you actually see change. So, with some of your friends
Absolutely.
that are telling you that they want to start being more healthy and they're in the gym, check on them. Tell them, hey, when you see them and you're seeing some change, tell them you see a change. Hell, I mean, not talking shit, but if you have that friend who is hard to motivate, tell him he's making a change anyway, even if you don't see it, because maybe that little bit of lying to him motivates him to stay with it. But hey, some people lose weight hard, some people lose weight easy. So. But hey, man, anything else you want to let these nice shit talking Sunday viewers uh need to know about?
I mean, yeah, again, we're at the end of the year, but don't let that be the reason to fall back, and don't wait till January to get going, like we talked about. Get up and get active, or get up and go exercise, or start your training regimen now. And if you're looking for tips or information on that, of course, like I said, you hit us up, teamfitnessmajor.com. We do have new client surveys on there. You can contact us on there. You can also call 916-410-1950. And then we do free consultations, and we can help you, at least point you in the right direction, hopefully get you started on the pathway to success.
Give them that number one more time, man. Give them that number one more time.
916-410-1950. 1950.
I hope all of y'all got that. I hope y'all understand. Let me tell you, man, this guy, I've known Vince the Beast for a long time, and he didn't always look like this. Because let me tell you, I'm not saying he was little by no means, because he wasn't little, but he's definitely a beast now. And let me tell you, if you don't call this number that you see on your screen right now, you ain't trying to make a change. Because I'm telling you, Vince the Beast, change begins with you. He's trying to help you get there. I know that he's made it a lifestyle. He's been doing it probably 10 years, 20 years, right? 20 years?
12 years professionally.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the before you exercising the whole time, because
Oh
I
yeah, 25 years.
25. Yeah, see. And then I also remember because on one of my memories on Facebook, I remember back in my AG Productions days, uh, we went out to a certain college out here in Sacramento and trained for that hi American Ninja. You know what I'm saying? We was out there doing it really hard. Uh, you
Yeah,
know,
that was a lot of fun.
hey man, I had a lot of fun doing stuff with you, man. It's always been a pleasure doing business with you, and learning all these jewels. Cause man, healthy is not about just saying it; it's about living it. And you definitely, are giving us some jewels. So, man, I want to say thanks, and I'm looking forward to chatting with you next week. So, you know,
Absolutely.
all right.
Appreciate it always.
Hey man, always man. Stay blessed, Vince the Beast from Team Fitness Major.
Yes, sir. You as well. And you people make sure to like, subscribe, and follow. Get
Right,
this
right,
great
right.
get these great nuggets in this content, man. It's
Yeah,
free. It's
man.
free mojo. That's all you need. It doesn't cost you nothing but time.
Well, if they don't want to get physically fit and healthy, they don't know their why. And for me, if you don't know your why, then I mean, if you have children, look over at them every day and know that every day you don't work out, that's one day or maybe 1 hour or whatever it is less that you're going to be spending with that person over there next to you that you love so much, but you didn't live a healthy lifestyle. I'm not trying to shove it down your throat. Maybe it's just more touching to me, of a touchy subject for me, because I lost my father in May. And let me tell you, he used to say to me all the time, he wanted to work out, but when he got into his 70s, when I was really getting on him about it and it really started to dawn on him that he needed to start working out, it was already too late. His legs were already gone to the point where he didn't want to go through all that. And he was like, you know what? He always lived by the um, three score plus 10 gives you, 70 years, and the Most High is giving you 7 years of life, and everything beyond that is by the grace of our Savior, the Most High. And for me, uh, that's why I kind of put it down you guys' throat. So, amen.
Yeah,
You stay, you,
we need that. Some people need we need that. Some people. So absolutely.
yeah, man. You stay blessed, my brother. You stay blessed. All
You
right.
as well, Captain. Thank you, sir.
Yes, yes. Hey, everybody. I know we had fun talking to Vince the Beast with Team Fitness Major. And if you ever want, have some questions about him, please email me, because I want to have more questions to ask him, and I want to ask him the tough questions. I want him to, let's see if we can stump him. Maybe there's something he don't know that, you know, maybe there's someone out there that knows something more than he knows. I'd love to have a debate. Can you come on here and, you know, maybe you know a better jewel, um, just tell me what's your thoughts. Email me at agthedad@shittalkingsundays.com. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, because we can't pay the bills if you guys ain't supporting. You could always donate. Go to our website at shittalkingsundays.com. Um, don't forget to in our description you'll see all the links to get to Team Fitness Major and Vince the Beast, because hey man, I want everybody to be healthy out there. Hey, happy holidays, man. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Hope everybody is getting prepared for this new year and go into this with a bang. And remember, you don't have to start your New Year's resolution on the first of the year. Start it tomorrow. I mean, it should be right now, but hey, man, just start it. Don't procrastinate. Success loves action. Failure loves static energy. So just remember that. I'm AG the Dad with Shit Talking Sundays, and stay tuned every week for a fitness tip of the week. All right? Peace, love, and soul.